How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Conti and Nick. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. The first time they go offense, they take Jordan Love? They take Jordan Love!
Listen, Matisse Thybulle will lock up
Matisse
CP3.
Oh my god.
Chris Paul.
Oh my god.
Chris Paul, baby. Right, Will?
Nope, I totally disagree. Let's look.
Ladies and gentlemen, episode 32 of Conti and Nick is about to commence. We have, obviously, Will Nicholson, the man who does all the heavy lifting, and we have Brady Nicholson, Mr. Top 25 himself of all times, Mac Jones.
Yeah.
It is going to be an exciting episode. It is going to be a whirlwind. I mean, you guys have witnessed him on here before, but for those of you who haven't heard me and Will and Brady talk, what does Will always say about me and Brady?
You guys are the exact same person, and I feel outnumbered, and I don't like it. I don't like... No, Gino and Brady actually have, like, the exact same, like, identical takes when it comes to sports. It's actually kind of scary. I say all the time I'm in a simulation, and, you know, they're like, oh, we need to put someone new in Will's life, but he's exactly like Brady. It's like, screw it, just make him shorter, and that's Brady and
make him shorter,
Gino.
give him a unibrow, and actually make him intelligent about football.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn. All right, Brady, so I got it. Before we even start the show off right now, I mean, your take has the most views out of any TikTok or anything on social media that we've posted. I mean, I gotta know, do you still stand by the Mac Jones take?
Okay, the take was out of proportion.
How was it? What was out of proportion about it?
What I said, which you cut out, what I said was, if we acquired Julio Jones,
that is not what
and
you
everything
said.
works out, he could be a top 20.
Yeah, how's Ryan Tannehill looking with Julio Jones?
Well, he's not Mac Jones. If it was Mac Jones,
Okay.
stand by that.
Okay. Hey, you know what? It's still not an awful take. I mean, he was the best rookie
Oh
quarterback.
my Jesus Christ!
Rookie of the year.
Jesus Christ! It's an awful take.
Hey, we're just trying to make him feel better, all right?
Yeah, I don't give a shit how you feel. It is an awful take.
It was pretty bad. I mean, today, obviously, you can see by the title, we're talking about the previous Week 15 that just happened, and holy shit, what
just happened?
No, literally what happened last week. We have the Lions blowing out the Cardinals. We have the Steelers making a big playoff push. Even the AFC East, is kind of wide open when you think about it. It is insane. I mean, the whole league just shook up. And Gina, I want to know some of your reactions from last week.
I think, first of all, this is like the biggest logjam in the history of like the NFL in terms of playoff standings. Okay, like I personally have. I don't know about you boys. I don't think I've ever seen it this close. Have you?
No.
And
never.
AFC and NFC. I don't think I have ever.
There's been one team that's clinched the playoffs. One.
And it's the Packers,
who have dominated all year.
Yeah, it's
and they'll lose in the second round like they do every year.
Yeah, they'll lose in the NFC Championship. It's how it's meant to be.
Here's the thing: I always pick the Packers to make it to the Super Bowl. I do it every. I'm like, man, Aaron Rodgers is just so.
This is his year.
Aaron Rodgers is one of the most overrated quarterbacks.
That's horrible.
Of all time.
Here he's back again.
Oh,
he's here
Jesus.
again.
No, he is.
He's here again.
Overrated.
What's
thinks
overrated?
He's way better than he is.
He is.
Here's the thing. In terms of pure talent, he's the greatest quarterback of all time. The best, the most talented. Okay, let me rephrase that.
No, I agree with you.
Aaron Rodgers is the most talented quarterback in the history of the NFL.
I agree with you, 100%.
Greatest, obviously, it's Tom Brady. Great. There's a difference between greater and better, Brady. You know that, right?
There are guys with better talent than Aaron Rodgers who aren't even in the league anymore.
Who? So you're just saying shit to say shit. You're just saying shit. Who? The only one that can come close to thinking of is Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Right?
And even then, Rodgers is more mobile, and in my opinion,
Jay
throws a more
Cutler's
accurate
up there.
ball.
You're telling me Aaron Rodgers is more talented than Patrick Mahomes?
They're close. They're close, but I'd say yes.
No, they're not
Wilson.
close.
Yes.
They're not close. They're not close.
They were close.
Rodgers is miles talented than
Even
Patrick
Lamar
Mahomes.
Jackson is more talented.
No.
That's not true. Listen, okay,
There's not even a top 3 talented quarterback in the NFL.
See, that's just incorrect. That's just
Aaron
incorrect.
Rodgers? Yes, he is.
He's the most talented.
No.
You're just wrong, Brady.
Okay, you know what? This has nothing to do with week.
Why are we
15.
asking a linebacker about quarterbacks?
Well, I mean,
they're all the same to him.
Well, middle linebacker.
I play rugby.
Middle linebacker
I played
is
center.
actually
I
the quarterback
snapped
of the defense. I don't know if you middle linebacker actually is the quarterback of the defense. So we will say that. And it's no coincidence that our quarterback this year actually was our middle linebacker, our strong side linebacker when need be, and you know, he was just a commander-in-chief on that D. You know, so Brady!
Yup.
What up, dog? How you doing, man?
Just eating dinner. I can't believe we had him on last
This dude
week.
said that's just eating dinner while we're on the show. And it's
I know,
absolutely
well,
Turkey dinner.
First and foremost, too, before we actually deep dive into this episode, I would like to say just how robbed I was this year in the Friend Fantasy League, okay? I counted it. I had 6 people who were out on season-ending injuries, for ACL injuries, for whatever the hell it may be. I was been robbed. There's been highway robbery. Okay,
Highway
for
robbery.
everyone who says that this league was rigged, I would just like it to be known. I don't know if you remember me saying, I go, Will, just watch. My whole entire team's going to get injured this year.
Oh,
Do
yeah,
you
yeah.
remember me saying that?
I
They
hear
did.
a lot of BCD from you.
What?
BCD.
BCD.
That's what we use on the football team. You don't want a BCD. There's no BCD. Blame, complain, defend.
Blame, complain, defend. Well, okay. Well, when you have Rashad Penny, Darnell Mooney,
No, it's fair.
David Njoku
It's fair.
in your lineup in the way going to the playoffs, I don't want to hear anyone complain.
That's
okay?
true. Kyler Murray robbed me too.
Splash Brothers.
Hey, we had a good year. We ended on a 6-game win streak. Also, I got a little announcement I haven't even told you. This is your first. I'm gonna be coaching a basketball team.
Coach Willie.
This
My
winter.
rec team.
His rec team. I'm gonna be coaching.
Really?
Head coach. Yeah.
Really? No
Yeah.
way. Let me be the assistant coach. I don't know shit about basketball, but please
Yeah,
let me
you
be the
should.
assistant
Pull up.
coach.
No, literally, you can pull up to the games.
Could
It'll
I?
be fun. Yeah.
Bro,
of
that's
course.
sick. I can't wait, man. Holy shit.
So Coach Willie is a thing. I got told like 2 nights ago.
Really?
And yeah.
You
my-
got told that you were coaching.
Oh yeah, no. My dad yelled downstairs. He was like, "Will," I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Want to coach a basketball team?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right, cool. You're the head coach of Brady's team." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Sweet, let's do it.
Is this how it works in like the NBA?
Please pull your pants up.
Like they just call like Ime Udoka and they're just like, "Hey, you want to coach?" And he's like, "Okay."
Yeah, man.
I'm sure that's how it works.
I don't like Udoka.
That's not what we're
That's not
talking
what
I
we're
know
about.
what
talking
we're talking about. But I don't like
Then
him
why
at
are you
all.
saying it?
I'm not gonna say why on air. I don't like him at all.
That just
Christ,
sounds.
Brady.
That
All
just
right.
sounds
All right,
bad.
all right. Let's get into
No, it's
week
not
15.
bad.
It's
Let's
week
get into
15.
week 15, okay?
It did sound bad.
First of all, I don't know about you boys. I want to talk about the Chiefs versus the Chargers real quick.
Mm.
Okay? The Chargers never ever get the job done when it counts. I mean, they'll win their games and they'll have some games where they're like, holy shit, how can this team ever be beaten? But when it gets down to crunch time and when they actually have to face the guys who have been the thorn in their side, aka the Patriots and the Chiefs, those are the 2 major threats, they don't get the job done. Okay,
Yeah.
the Chargers are going to be the Chargers. It didn't matter if it was Anthony Lynn, doesn't matter if it's Bill, or if it's Brandon Staley. That coaching doesn't matter.
I really like Brandon Staley though.
Seriously,
do.
I like them too. But again, the Chargers are going to be the Chargers, man.
They just never play to their full potential.
That's what I'm
Ever.
saying.
No, I did. First of all, when we talk about Justin Herbert, if I were to start a franchise today with any quarterback, I would start it with Justin Herbert. No. Oh yeah, of
No.
course. He has everything that you would want in a quarterback. He's got the size, mobility, the arm, the accuracy. He completes a lot of his passes. He's got the deep ball. Justin Herbert's a fantastic quarterback, and I really like Justin Herbert. Obviously, there's guys like Kyle Murray and stuff like that, or Kyler. Geez, I just said Kyle.
Patrick
My bad.
Mahomes.
But no, because Mahomes has had a down year and he's had accuracy issues. Right now, I would take Justin Herbert.
Okay.
As of December 22nd, 2021, I would take Justin Herbert. I like their head coach. I think they have a really good identity where it's, okay, we have Justin Herbert. We have Justin Herbert as our quarterback. We're going for it on 4th and short.
So let me ask you this:
Okay.
if you had all the off-field issues that just didn't exist with Deshaun Watson, right now you would take him over Deshaun Watson.
Ooh, I didn't even think about Deshaun, actually. That's not bad.
He's
That's not
been
bad.
so irrelevant.
Yeah, he has been.
No, I understand that this year obviously has
Yeah.
just been like, for
know.
reasons that, and if it's true, I hope he.
Deshaun Watson
but-
was not even on my radar for this, so I don't know. Like, Deshaun Watson's a really good one, but as of December 22nd, 2021,
2021.
those are very much in play, and we don't even know if he's gonna play football again. But right now, yes, I would take Justin Herbert overall because we're talking about building a franchise, right? That's my quarterback for the next however many years. young, talented. You like the size, mobility. That I really like Justin Herbert, and also the coach. That identity is something that players respect. Even if we're going against the Kansas City Chiefs, Justin Herbert is our quarterback. I don't care if we get 3. We have Justin Herbert. We're going for it on 4th and 1, and you can go, okay, maybe there's better like identities out there that you can have, but players respect consistency, and that's a consistent. Okay, he's gonna go for it on 4th and short because we need touchdowns, especially to beat the Chiefs. Touchdown. It was a close game. I mean, they probably would have won if they kicked the field goals, but still, but their identity is go for it on 4th and 1, which I respect a ton because it's how they beat the Chiefs earlier in the year with that type of mentality.
I just hate it because you look at it and you're like, all right, we are in a dogfight. This is a playoff. This is a battle of huge playoff implications. Okay, like if we win, if we in turn to the Chargers, if we win, we get closer and closer to being that number 1 seed in our division.
True.
And we get a huge boost in the conference playoffs too. And the New England Patriots are number 1, the team we wouldn't mind facing again because we only lost by 3 points last time. Like, how do you not just take every point you can get, especially when the Chiefs actually over the last couple of weeks, like just say about the last month and a half, have actually been pretty good on defense.
You got Justin Herbert. I mean, that is the simple answer of you have Justin Herbert.
But against the Chiefs, you need to take every point you can get, especially, like I said, with that defense stepping it up. Okay, they've hit on their draft pick because Nick Bolton, their second round linebacker, he's an emerging star. Anthony Hitchens is as solid as they come.
Finally got the offensive line right. The offensive line
Creed
is
Humphrey
way
and Bob
better.
Wiley. Oh my God, 2 hits at the offensive line position.
That was big for Kansas City too. We were like, they need to figure out the O-line. They have to.
And I completely understand your point, Will, about like wanting consistency and all that. But how do you not realize after like the first, maybe even the second time going for it? Okay, take the points. Take the points, and we'll see what happens.
This is like different situation. I like because against Kansas City, you need to score touchdowns. They did. It was 28 points put up. You need to score touchdowns to beat the Chiefs. Especially Patrick Mahomes in prime time, you need to. And I forget, did they even start? Did they have the ball in OT? I don't think they did, right? Herbert didn't have it in OT. It's okay. So. You lose to the Chiefs on offense. Okay, that's gonna happen. Still, you had almost the same amount of firepower as the Kansas City Chiefs, which is a lot. Maybe not as much meaning this year, but I mean that's still a really really good offense, and you had the same amount of firepower as them. I mean, yeah, you lost the game, but I still like where the Chargers are at. They're still young. They still need more pieces. I mean, Mike Williams has pretty much become irrelevant at this point, and we thought he was a big-time catch guy at the beginning of the year. And so, I don't know. Brady, what did you think?
Don't misinterpret this when I say it. Patrick Mahomes, okay? He is an elite quarterback. He is a very talented, young, bright future quarterback. But I do think he's overrated. He has a good O-line. He has one of the best receivers in the league. The best, arguably the best tight end in the league. A decent defense, awesome O-line, and he just hasn't impressed me as much as he should have.
Okay, but what about last year when he had statistically one of the worst offensive lines like in football ever, and he still put up the type of numbers he put up as a rookie?
He has a better O-line, a better team this year, and he's not performing as well. It doesn't make any sense.
He's performed well.
Not as well as people think.
What do you want? Do you want him to be an MVP in the second year?
That's what he was last year.
He was not an MVP last year.
Everyone would talk about Patrick Mahomes like he's this.
Wait, you're talking about Mahomes or Herbert?
Mahomes.
Oh,
We're talking Mahomes. He's talking Mahomes.
Okay, I thought you were talking Herbert.
No,
I was like, what do
no,
you want? I was like, what more do you want?
Everyone thinks that he's this god with his little no-look passes, and he is a very talented player. But he is not the next Tom Brady.
I thought
he was on the Madden cover with Tom Brady.
Let me say something about Patrick Mahomes.
He's not even on that level.
I thought he was going to be one of the best.
Let me say one thing about Patrick Mahomes.
I'll take my L for that.
There have been so many times where I have asked in that sports group chat, Brady, you were in it for a bit, but you left. I remember.
I didn't leave.
You didn't leave? Oh, you're still in it?
Still there.
Okay.
I just don't read it as much.
No, you're good, bro. So I said, if you were to take one player. Like, if the NFL just brought back all their retired players, like, everyone from, like you know how in NBA 2K, how you can do those all-time drafts?
Yeah.
If you did that in the NFL in real life, and you had the number 1 overall pick, who would you take?
Last year, I would have said Mahomes.
So many people said Patrick Mahomes. We want to compare a great couple of seasons to an entire legendary body of work of so many other players. It's absolutely ridiculous.
It was a Hall of Fame level a couple of seasons.
Something that I said on the podcast, I put up that poll. I go, you know what? If Kansas City drafted Deshaun Watson, And if Houston drafted Patrick Mahomes, who would be the better quarterback? Deshaun Watson won the poll. Is that not telling?
I mean, I actually voted Mahomes on that one. I still think the dude is ridiculously talented. The O-line, yes, it got better this year, but I think people kind of figured out the Patrick Mahomes type offense. And he's had a down year. He for sure has had a down year. But I mean, even a down year for Patrick Mahomes. I mean, they're first in the AFC right now at 10-4. It's insane how we're like, this is a down year. You know what I mean?
I don't think that the Chiefs are the class of the AFC because you look at it. Okay, they were in an absolute dogfight of a close game against their division rivals who were playing stupid, and it took an overtime win to beat a team who was beating themselves. Okay,
they beat a really good team.
What?
They beat a really good team.
Okay, but regardless of on paper or how they've been performing all year, that was a team that beat themselves that game. Okay, that was a team who didn't come out and just drop or lay an egg or shit themselves or do whatever. That was a team who beat themselves.
I gotta ask, as a coach, you're the coach of the Chargers. Would you rather get beat by Kansas City or just we didn't get it done? Because you could have gotten blown up by Kansas City, but it's not like we think that Kansas City is I think the Chargers are a better team overall than the Chiefs, but it's okay. You know, we have good playmakers. We put them in positions to make plays, and we didn't get it done. But it's not like it didn't look, outlandish like the Chiefs blew them out or anything.
Well, here's the
it was
thing.
A close game.
If I'm a coach, I am a coach.
Yeah.
But as the coach of the Chargers, I would rather lose straight up, tip the cap, and say, you know what, you were the better team this day to the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay, me as a coach, knowing that in the red zone, I believe we were in the red zone 3 times, actually within the 5-yard line 3 times, and we came away with 0 points. I get it, going for it maybe once and coming empty-handed. Kick the field goal 2 other times. Okay, that's 6 points. That's a touchdown that you left on the board. That's a touchdown that you left on the board. And what was the final score of the game? 28-34.
Yeah.
That's a difference of a touchdown.
That's true.
To me, and if
I
you, and if
like
you
people putting playmakers in positions to win. Though.
And if you kick the field goal 3 times, you win. Okay, and yes, I understand. They lots of defenses have been going to a too high safety look, more of a cover 2 or a cover 4. It's really been confusing the Chiefs. And if you're a quarterback, okay, and you're a professional quarterback and you're deemed as one of the best and already one of the greatest of all time, like some people are proclaiming him to be, even though he's not. Matthew Stafford was doing no-look passes way before Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
Okay? Well, oh, Jesus Christ, Brady. How can you not dissect a cover 2? You're with an offensive guru like Andy Reid. How do you not recognize that? How is that your weakness?
I completely agree. I mean, we did a whole thing with head coaches, but I think, at least for me, we can both agree these guys' jobs are safe, right?
Yeah.
Like Brandon Staley and Andy Reid, they're not going anywhere.
Mm-mm.
They're staying. I do like Staley as a coach. I think he's done a great job with this whole team. I think they just need to bring in some different pieces, maybe. I mean, their O-line, yes, it's better. I really like the Elijah Vera Tucker. Wait, no, who'd they take? Slater?
Yeah, Rashawn Slater.
Yes, okay. I really like that pick. I think they just need to keep building, right? I think they need to go take another. I want to say wide receiver, but I know that their defense still needs work too. So, but who knows? I think we got all the Chargers stuff out of our system, or at least I did. I don't know.
I'm feeling good. So, you want to spend 2 minutes on the Browns and Raiders?
Yes.
Okay, 2 minutes, not even.
God.
Will, have you gotten one pick right?
Oh, what, the Raiders?
For the Raiders?
Nope. No, I've got a couple. I've got a couple.
That's literally what I wanted to spend the 2 minutes on.
Because
look at my notes. Has Willie Nick ever gotten the Raiders pick right?
I think it's bad. I mean, we can look at it. It's bad. It's really bad.
Both of those teams are just absolute.
Okay, so
shit shows.
who'd I pick?
I agree.
They won, right?
No, you picked Cleveland to beat them, didn't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Cleveland over Las Vegas.
So I got that wrong. Tell me if you find
They might have played it on the bye week, or Kansas City over Las Vegas. So actually, you got that one right.
Yeah, let's go.
No,
but if you go through the picks, it's awful. The Raiders, when I've gotten them wrong, it's so bad.
Las Vegas over New York Giants.
They lost that one.
Did
right?
they lose that game? I
think
idea.
so. Hold on. Now we're getting into it. We're getting into it now. Oh my god!
What the hell are you typing in, man?
I can't type. Jesus, Raiders versus Giants. This needs to.
Yeah,
God damn
the
it,
Giants won.
man! We all know I never get the rate. I can never do it. But like, can you blame me? They're so inconsistent. So inconsistent.
Okay, Daniel Jones is a good quarterback.
He's not. I can't even believe
He's not bad. He's a pretty decent
He's bad.
quarterback.
He's pretty bad.
He's a good quarterback on a bad team.
Daniel Jones is the worst quarterback I've ever seen in my life. Does that make sense?
No, I feel like he's more of like a lesser version of Matt Stafford on the line.
Oh my Jesus!
That's
Christ.
like not
That
even
is
close.
awful.
That's
awful.
like not even his play style.
Except he doesn't have. He never had a Calvin Johnson.
Daniel Jones would be the best backup in the league.
He would.
Can I say that?
Yeah, he would.
Daniel Jones would by far be, like, on any team, whoever he goes to, maybe obviously besides the Giants, would be the best backup in the league, in my opinion.
He's not getting paid, by the way.
Exactly.
He's not. He's
because, look,
not getting paid.
Kenny Golladay, yes, injury prone, but guess what?
He's so injury prone.
Yeah, he is very injury prone, but when he plays, great talent.
Yeah.
Kadarius Toney, a first rounder, Giants have kind of fucked him up. I liked it too. Well, we all liked it. Okay, like they royally fucked him up because they don't know how to use him. Okay, John Ross is at least a speedster who the defense needs to respect.
John Ross sucks.
I'm not saying he's good, but he's a speedster who at least the defense needs to respect because if you don't even account for him,
I will say
they're just gonna throw it down.
He doesn't
deep
have the
every
right
time.
head coach.
You know who's my favorite wide receiver on the Giants?
Who?
Sterling Shepard.
Sterling
When he
Shepard
gets
is
stay healthy,
good.
he is
Darius
the best.
Slayton is underrated.
Yep.
Okay, like they have Evan Engram is a former Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
Okay, they have very good weapons.
I can't believe he is.
Horrible O-line.
Horrible O-line.
And
O-line's
defense.
not
Absolutely
Defense
terrible.
needs a lot of work.
Oh my
They
goodness.
for sure need
Well,
work.
listen, when you
but
sign a
Danny Jones
Jackson,
is not getting paid.
Yeah,
He is
Daniel Jones
not getting
absolutely
paid.
not 100. Okay, can we please stop talking about
Yes.
this?
Can I say
Okay.
one thing
Yes.
about the Giants?
Yes.
I will never, ever draft Saquon Barkley in fantasy football.
Oh, amen.
Am I allowed to swear on
Amen.
this?
Yeah.
Are you guys kidding?
Fuck Saquon Barkley.
Never again will I be drafting Saquon Barkley in fantasy.
Are you guys serious?
Hey man, sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. I was
All right,
wrong.
so here's one that I want to talk about too. We need to talk about this Patriots game.
We do.
Okay, Patriots fans, please relax. Okay,
Deep breath.
Sometimes you are going to lose games. Sometimes you are going to look undisciplined. Sometimes you're going to be on the road, and sometimes the team's just going to be better than you.
That's what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's
You have a
just
rookie
gonna
quarterback. He threw into some pretty tight windows and it got picked off. It's going to happen. And we knew this was good. This is half of the reason I didn't want Mac Jones to start at the beginning of this year. This was going to happen. There was going to be a time where we needed rookie Mac Jones to win us a game and he wasn't going to be able to. It was bound to happen.
I think
right?
he played his worst game of the season.
Oh,
Okay,
by
but-
far.
So okay, let's take this into reference. Okay.
Doesn't
Us
mean Mac
saying-
Jones is bad though.
Us saying he had his worst game of the season. Look at what he did in the second half, especially in
Yeah.
the fourth quarter. Okay,
Put
He
up
fought
17
his-
unanswered.
Yes, 17 unanswered. He fought his ass off, and he got that game within striking distance.
He did.
Okay, for a rookie to have his worst game of the season only be a bad first half.
Yeah.
What does that tell you about this man's future?
It looks bright, man. Like Mac Jones does not make the big mistake. That's his big thing. He made a couple of mistakes. He's a rookie.
And
It
you know
was
what?
going
that
to happen.
second interception was an incredible catch by the safety.
Yes.
Okay, like it was a diving. He laid his whole
The
entire
one he
body
threw to
out.
Darius Leonard, that was a gimme. That
Yeah.
was bad.
Yeah,
That was a bad
it was
throw.
bad. You know what? He didn't see the linebacker lurking. And you know what? Those are throws that even non-rookies make, okay?
Yeah.
I would argue that his worst game was still the New Orleans Saints game.
That was pretty
Okay?
bad.
I personally
That
don't.
was bad throw after bad throw.
Yes, I actually don't think that this game was his worst game. Because like I said, it was a bad for. I wouldn't even say bad. Okay, the first pick was bad. He was a rookie throw. The second pick, it was an amazing, incredible athletic play by the defender.
I just want to say this is the type of game that the Patriots lose, and then next week we smack Buffalo. I'm just saying this is how it goes. It's like, oh, there's that's the Patriots we know right there. The rookie quarterback, blah blah blah. Mac Jones is gonna fix it, and he's gonna ball out in New England this time.
Absolutely, you know, and you know, I'm
Good
not
luck, Mac.
concerned about it in the least bit. And let me say this right now: Carson Wentz sucks.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Carson Wentz
We've known
is
this.
awful.
We've known
Okay,
this.
listen, but everyone was saying, like, oh, you know what? He's back with his old head coach Frank Reich. He's back with somebody.
He's been better.
You
He
know,
has been better. I'll give him that. He's been better.
He's been okay.
I really like Frank Reich too.
They were.
Have you watched Hard Knocks?
I
might have
haven't. I
asked you
haven't
that.
not watched
Very
it yet,
good.
but I do like Frank Reich.
Very good.
Okay, it was at the point where the Colts only passed the ball 12 times. He had an interception, and about 2 to 3 more of those throws were already picked off.
Yeah.
Or were almost picked off as well.
It was bad.
Okay, like Jamie Collins, like remember that he had one that went right through his hands?
Yes.
Okay, and they had another 2 to 3 near picks as well, along with the interception that he already has. If your game plan is to only have the quarterback through, with the exception of last week with New England versus Buffalo, because we all know that's different. Okay, only that little amount of times. God, if you're Indy, do you draft a quarterback in the first round?
No, I don't think so. And
sorry, go ahead, Will.
I was gonna say, while Carson Wentz has been bad, I don't think you can really do much better with the state that they're in right now. Because Frank Reich has gotten Carson Wentz to be a game manager, which I actually don't think he's bad at necessarily. He's feeding Jonathan Taylor. Carson Wentz still has a really big arm. He can still throw the big play when he needs it. And while they're 50-50 sometimes, I think you can live with that. So you have a guy who's a game manager, but also has a really, really big arm, where we see game managers like Kirk Cousins, Alex Smith, Tom Brady kind of not have as big of an arm. And now you have someone who you're changing into a game manager with that bigger arm. I don't think Carson Wentz is... I'd say he's above average as far as quarterbacks go. But barely. Like when he's playing the game manager role.
I think he's a very okay quarterback. If I were the Colts, if I was in their front office, I don't draft a quarterback.
I don't either.
Maybe late round as a backup, but I think he's tolerable for them.
That's my thing.
I think they definitely need more talent at the wide receiver position, more firepower. O-line's good, defense is pretty good. I think they just need to keep building that up. And then probably get rid of Wentz when his contract's up, and
they have a good culture.
And hopefully sign a free agent quarterback.
See, the way I look at it how well-rounded this team is. Okay, it is so very rare. I'm just talking in the history of the league, not in just the current state of the league. In the history of the league, I'm not saying it's by any means the most talented. I'm not saying it's the greatest. I'm not saying like, oh my God, put this team up in Canton. You know what I mean? I'm saying just in terms of well-rounded, I don't think this team has a single weakness. Yeah. Okay? Because really Michael Pittman and T.Y. Hilton...
Fuck Michael Pittman.
No, relax. Relax.
They're good. That's a good duo. Okay, tight end, Mo Alley Cox, he is a monster.
He's a former basketball player.
Yeah, well, he's like 6'9", get up to get the jump ball. He had a touchdown go right through his hands. He catches that, the game's more out of the reach.
The Colts are definitely... Out of all the teams in that AFC, I think they scare me the most.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
For sure.
I think they are the class
We'll go
of
through the
AFC.
AFC. Chiefs beatable, Titans beatable, Bengals beatable. I mean, you got the Chargers and Bills in there. Obviously the Patriots, but you have the Colts who are just have they been good?
They are just so well-rounded.
I don't think we'll be able to stop Jonathan Taylor.
And
we didn't.
Okay. And thank you for that segue. Jonathan Taylor. I don't know about you boys. He's my MVP.
He's not mine. He's not mine. I would say it's probably Rodgers again.
Rodgers again? What about you, Brady? Are you gonna say Brady?
Not Brady. After last night, it's not Brady. Sunday night, sorry.
I think it's Jonathan Taylor, man. I mean,
it's hard. It's hard. I think that Cooper Kupp has a better shot of winning than Jonathan Taylor.
No way. Absolutely
Dude,
no way.
He broke the record for receptions. He broke the record for receptions for the Rams.
Okay.
That's big. That's
Listen,
big time.
if I caught a screen pass like 100 times a
game.
He
doesn't catch Gino. He can beat any coverage.
Who do you have for Defensive Player of the Year?
Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah.
T.J. Watt.
I'd say Aaron Donald again.
T.J. Watt.
Aaron Donald, but Micah Parsons is top 3.
That's what I was going to say.
Micah Parsons is top 3.
Wait, rookie or player? Rookie is Micah Parsons.
It's not even close. Player, he's still top 3.
I think Trayvon Diggs has a shot to be Defensive Player of the Year.
It's not a bad one.
Okay, because he's a go for broke type of player.
Gino as a corners coach does not like.
I don't like him either, but I
don't like him. I don't like Xavier Howard.
Huh? You know, I mean, he has so many picks. You can't.
Okay, but here's the thing. True. When I say this is my outlook on picks for cornerbacks or safeties. Okay, when you have so many, yes, obviously it is a tremendous feat. Okay, I'm not trying to take it away from you. I'm not trying to say you suck. But the way I look at it is, some quarterbacks, like as a corner, you're obviously doing something to make it seem as if that you're wide open. Like if you're not using your deception, then obviously you let that receiver go right by you, or you let his footwork outdo you, and you just use your athleticism or your speed to catch up with that wide receiver. Okay, and then you just so happen to get the pick. And sometimes they're 50-50 balls where the quarterback really does make a bad decision. I tell my corners and my safeties all the time, I go, if we go a full season without an interception, I would not be mad at you. That means you're doing your job, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's not Trayvon Diggs. I don't think it's Aaron Donald. To me, it's TJ Watt. Think about all the legendary people, especially in one of the greatest defenses of all time, with Jack Ham, Jack Lambert, me and Joe Green. They had Kevin Green. That's not the steel curtain, okay? Think about it. They had Rod Woodson, all the Troy Polamalu, all the legendary players that have gone through this system, all the legendary players that have gone through that Pittsburgh Steelers defense. Guess what? He just broke the Pittsburgh Steelers single season record for sacks.
That's true. The only thing is that the Steelers aren't good.
Huh?
You know what I mean? The Steelers aren't a good team, which I think has some effects on Defensive Player of the Year.
No.
I think it does.
No, it doesn't.
Well, TJ Watt is awesome. He's worth every single penny that they paid him this season. I don't know. I feel like it's the media kind of drums us up. I feel like it's either going to be Aaron Donald or Micah Parsons.
It has to be TJ
And
Watt.
honestly, it's looking more like Micah Parsons every week.
It's not gonna
just
be
because
Micah
the voters get bored of voting Aaron Donald, because I think Aaron Donald's the best defensive player in football right now.
I think he's a top 5 defensive player of all time.
He could be. AD could be up
definitely
there.
could
You
be.
guys think so?
He's
you
up
you
there
guys
with
think that
Lawrence
Micah
Taylor.
Parsons is having a better season than Myles Garrett?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
No.
Thank
No.
you. Thank you,
No,
Brady.
Micah Parsons for a rookie
See,
is very.
I
very
love how we
talented.
have so
I-
many
I-
good pass rushers.
I
Though. It
think
makes
he-
it so
I
entertaining.
think
I love it.
Micah Parsons will pass Myles Garrett. He's that talented, but not as a rookie.
Yeah.
Listen, let's see how Micah Parsons performs next year after the offenses and all the head coaches and all the offensive coordinators have defensive film on him. Are
He's a
able
guy
to,
that's hard to figure
are,
out,
are
though,
able
man.
to find his
Yeah.
are able to find his strengths and weaknesses. Let's see until he has a whole year of film under his belt before we give him one of the most prestigious honors in the history of the NFL.
That's fair.
Okay,
I'll give you that. That's fair.
Obviously, give him defensive rookie of the year because that is.
Gino, I'm gonna keep it real, man. I don't think it's gonna matter. I do not think it's gonna matter. He played D line. He's played linebacker. He's played a bunch of different looks this year. He's fast. He's quick. He's physical. You don't find a guy like that.
Robert Quinn did the same thing for the Rams. He got 20-something and a half sacks one year. Okay, and guess what? He was trash. He got a big contract.
Different. I think he's different.
Listen, he got a big he played linebacker and then he also played defensive end. He was a stand-up outside linebacker, could drop into coverage. Robert Quinn did the same exact thing a few years ago where he got 20 sacks in a year. Everyone was ranting and raving about him. He got a big deal with the Miami Dolphins, I believe it was. And guess what? He shit the bed. He was awful.
That's true.
No, here's the thing with players in the NFL. When they perform good for a year and they get themselves paid. Okay?
It's like why
They
you're
do
in the
one of
league.
two
Yes,
things.
that's their job.
Listen. They do.
It's how
no,
transactions
you know,
work.
You know what I mean by get paid.
Yeah.
They get a lot of money.
They do.
They do one of two things. They either rise to the challenge and become superstars, like all the guys we're talking about now, like the guys, like the quarterbacks, Mahomes, all of them. They rise to be superstars and like the faces of the league, or they get their money. They think they're better than everyone else. They don't work as hard. They think they already made it, and that's exactly what happened with Robert Quinn.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like, Robert Quinn has had a couple of solid years after he got paid, okay? But the point of the matter is, these guys get their money and then they're lackadaisical. Okay, do you want to talk about the Cardinals versus Lions now?
We can talk about that a little
Oh
bit.
my goodness gracious. I am so happy I predicted this. The Cliff Kingsbury collapse.
Okay,
Holy
all right,
shit.
all right.
I
Relax,
am so
relax,
happy.
Relax.
Okay. Well, listen, I am not going to relax. I'm the biggest. Look at my hoodie right now. Okay.
You do have a Cardinals.
I'm wearing
hoodie
my Arizona Cardinals hoodie. I know
Larry
we don't have
Fitz
a
guy.
camera.
Yeah.
Okay. I love the Arizona Cardinals. I hated, and I still hate, the Cliff Kingsbury hire.
I don't.
At Texas Tech, he had a sub 500 record as a college head coach. That was somebody who Steve Keim, the general manager, brought in to say, please lead my professional football team. When you sucked, when you were below average as a college coach, as a coach at a lower level of football. What made these people think this would be a good hire?
He's got that air raid offense, man. and it's working with Kyler Murray. Not last week.
Yeah, really,
Not
it's
last
really
week.
working against the, what? 2-10 and
Yeah,
and
I
one.
just want to
Detroit
say it really
Lions.
quick. I will never be drafting Kyler Murray again in fantasy ever. I've done it 2 years in a row, and he's good for the first couple of weeks and then awful. So it will never be happening again. I'm gonna go back to taking Lamar Jackson every year. That works really well for me
Yeah.
every time I do it.
No.
But it's worked amazing for me every time I've done it. This was tough. I mean, not only does this game mean nothing to the Lions, they're just gonna win. This meant a good amount to the Cardinals. Like they're going to make the playoffs.
Okay.
Hopefully,
Okay.
hopefully they win
the,
out. But
the Lions are not as bad as everyone says.
Thank you.
You
They're
said
not.
it.
They're
They
not.
lost a lot of games, but they have been in some very close games
Thank
with
you.
good teams.
Thank you.
I can't believe you guys agree. That's crazy.
Me, you, and Sean were discussing this last week, remember?
Yeah.
When they said these players will do anything for Dan Campbell.
They will.
I go, the team right now obviously isn't the most talented. Okay, and on paper, they may look like the worst team in the league. But guess what? Like, it's really not bad. Amon-Ra St. Brown, that receiver, that rookie
He's
receiver.
played pretty good.
He's an emerging star. He
I
is
don't know,
an
Gino.
emerging star.
I don't know.
TJ Hawkinson.
Clip it.
TJ Hawkinson, arguably a top 5 tight end in the league. Arguably. When healthy, okay? Arguably. I'm not going to give it to
That's a
him.
tough argue.
Arguably.
It's a very tough argue, I'll say that.
Okay, you have Kittle, Kelsey, Waller, and then who?
Kelsey Waller. I'd say you could probably get Gesicki's better than him. I would say
So Gesicki's the 4th best
I'd
tight end in
even
the league.
say Hunter Henry's not a top 5 tight end, but I would say Hunter Henry's better than him. There's a lot of tight ends that are better than him.
I think if you were to give Hawkinson like a legit
Dawson
quarterback-
Knox. Like,
No, Dawson Knox is not better than TJ Hawkinson. Okay. Mark Andrews. Okay.
Sure.
Mark Andrews is better than TJ.
I knew there was a guy.
Okay, but my point remains. This team did not have TJ Hawkinson against the Arizona. Thank you. Yes, Mark Andrews. So that's one that I forgot to mention. The team didn't have its best weapon, and the Cardinals have a pretty decent defense. How the hell
It's a
do
really
you
good
lose?
defense.
I'm talking. I've been hopping on the Lions train this year. That's what I'm doing. I'm hopping on the Lions train this year.
You're preparing.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
preparing. Remember when I said a couple weeks
That's
ago,
fair.
I go, the Lions are going to be legit in a couple of years.
Yeah.
And I mean it. How the hell do you lose? How the hell do you not seal the deal? How the hell do you not have that sense of urgency? You want to know what this tells me? This tells me that you think you've done something. This
Yeah.
tells me that you think you've arrived
I will
and
say
you've
I
earned
agree.
the right to play up and down to your
I think-
competition, which you haven't done the right to do. Especially coming off of a loss to your division rival, the Los Angeles Rams. You think you've arrived and you think you've done something.
Yeah. I think that whoever the Cardinals play in the playoffs, I think they get upset. Well, I think
It's not
it'll
gonna
be
an
good.
upset anymore. Okay.
Well,
The
it
Cardinals
will
are
be
done.
on paper.
Cardinals are done.
Okay. Here, are we good with the Cardinals? Because I want to do a little game with you guys. I want to do playoff or not. Because
Okay.
we're in a very, very tight AFC and a pretty tight NFC too. So I want to do this thing playoff or not. We're gonna go through the teams that are kind of on the fence and talk about whether they're gonna make the playoffs, and they're gonna be easy, obviously, and get a little progressively harder. We'll start with the Colts, playoff or not.
Okay. Yes.
Brady.
Obviously, yeah.
Okay, that's fair. I think that one was pretty straight up. Chargers.
No.
Wow, 8-6 Chargers.
Yes.
Okay, I say yes. I like the coach. I like the quarterback. I think this is the year where they get into the playoffs and they can build off that
I
and
think
that
they
culture.
have too much talent to not make the playoffs.
I'd agree.
You know what I mean?
Hey.
I agree.
Whatever, man.
Yeah. Okay. Buffalo Bills.
No.
Wow. Really?
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes,
They
okay.
are. Gino, there's no way that they don't make the playoffs.
They're the last seed right now. They're the 7th seed right now.
So they would have to beat us. You think they're gonna beat
Can
us?
I
this
just
time?
can we just appreciate that every team I just said has the exact same record and we have totally different ideas for who's gonna make the playoffs?
Yep.
Which I think is crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane. So you say yes. You say no.
No.
Okay, that's fair. I already know the teams I think you're gonna put in here, but we'll keep going down. Ravens, playoff or not?
No.
Not.
I also think
Who's
not.
Who is their running back?
Devontae Freeman still.
Devontae Freeman, Latavius
Latavius
Murray,
Murray.
Yeah.
and then that guy like
They have
who-
a ton of washed up bums at the running back position. Lamar Jackson,
Is their running back?
he's
No,
been-
Tyler Huntley.
Lamar-
who's actually?
No, yeah.
Listen, I like Tyler Huntley.
He should get a job next year. He should get a job next year.
Tremendously impressed me last
Lamar
week.
Jackson can't stay
Snoop.
healthy.
Yeah, and let me
Marquise
just say
Brown struggles to catch the fucking ball.
Yeah,
here's
that
the
pisses
thing.
me
Okay,
off.
defense is all right. No, they're not.
I'm
making the
starting
playoffs.
to take back my take what I said last week about the Baltimore Ravens being so well coached. This is now twice that they have just blown a game. Okay, they
See,
could have two more.
I like
wins
going
under
for it
their-
on fourth down. When you have playmakers, I don't like going for it on fourth down when you have Snoop back there and you can just tie the game and go to OT. That's what I don't like. I could respect the one where they had Lamar and they tried to make something happen, but the one last week, it was just
Listen, they had big fat like fossil lard Ben Roethlisberger back there at quarterback. You have I believe, the greatest kicker of all time in Justin Tucker. Okay, take the extra point, play in overtime. Your defense is good. Okay.
I also don't think the Ravens make the playoffs.
Yeah. Okay. So we're all in agreement when we say
Yes.
Baltimore Ravens no. Okay, and it's nobody's fault but John Harbaugh.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, let's go. Let's move on. We got the Steelers. Play it for not.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Gino says playoffs. The Steelers?
No.
No. Come on,
Yep.
Gino.
No,
Gino,
they're
come on.
Yep.
Joke.
Okay, so who are they knocking out of Colts, Chargers, Bills?
The
For
Bills.
you.
The Bills.
Knocking out the Bills.
Yep.
Okay.
The Bills.
No.
All right.
Dude, I'm telling. But listen. Okay, so Steelers win. They inch even closer.
They're
Okay.
not
Do we
going to.
do we all predict? Do we all predict that the Buffalo Bills, or do we all predict that the Pats are going to beat the Bills this week?
Yes.
So
No.
that makes it. So you think Buffalo's going to win?
Yeah.
Okay.
Reclaim the
it
NFC
can
East.
go either way.
For
yeah,
AFCs?
no, it really depends on the weather.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
I think either
It does
way.
not.
If it's clear weather and Josh Allen can sling the ball, we lose.
Josh Allen will sling the ball in anything. I don't think whether it's that much to do with
Yeah, I think we proved like 2 weeks ago.
the
where,
weather
yeah,
doesn't
like,
affect
it.
this.
It doesn't matter.
It affects the Patriots. It's not
And
a
shout out Miles Bryant for making that game-winning deflection, by the way.
Yeah.
But all right,
That was
so
like the most unathletic athletic play I've
Yeah.
ever
I
seen.
know.
legit.
It really
and
was.
honestly, the Bengals are gonna be in the playoffs as well.
Yeah, they're winning their division right
Yeah,
now.
the
I think they keep it.
Yeah, the Bengals, I
Yeah.
believe, are gonna keep it. As
Here,
well.
because I
They've gotten
haven't given
huge
too much
wins
of mine.
against the 49ers
I think
combined.
everyone that's in the playoffs in the AFC right now stays there, but I think the seeding can be differently. I think Chargers, Colts, Bills make playoffs. I think that's what it stays.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
It's possible, but I mean, like even this next team we're gonna talk about, the Raiders, 7-7, they're one win away from being the 5 seed, which is insane.
yeah.
And they're playing the Broncos, so that game's big. So
I mean, that's gonna be a defensive
yeah.
slugfest. in
So
my
we'll
opinion.
go Raiders playoff or not. Conti, don't do it.
Yes.
No, I refuse.
They
We'll
just lost
do
Teddy
some type of
Bridgewater.
challenge.
They
There's
just
no
lost
way.
Teddy Bridgewater, and he's out against Oakland. I'm sorry, Las Vegas. He's out. He's out.
I still don't think the Raiders are a playoff team. I
You
don't
think that Drew Lock is going to lead them to victory?
No.
Wait, you guys talking about the Raiders and
Yes,
the Broncos?
the Raiders.
The Raiders.
Well, the Raiders and Broncos play this week.
I don't
Yeah,
have
yeah.
any faith in Drew
Yeah.
Lock to beat them. Okay, like that. Listen,
I like Drew Lock better than Teddy Bridgewater.
That's horrible.
Teddy
That's
Bridgewater,
horrible.
he's just prone to
Horrible.
get knocked the fuck out
That's
every
awful.
5 years.
It's true, but awful. I don't have the Raiders.
Teddy
in the
Bridgewater's
playoffs.
too small, dude. He's too small.
he's a very coach. Coach, have you lost your? Dude,
That's what I'm
telling
saying.
you, dude. I'm telling you. Like I said, they're 1 win away from the 5 seed. And then what do they have? They've already faced the Chiefs 2 times.
Yeah.
So that's like a guaranteed loss that's away. You know.
Yeah,
They
right.
have the Chargers again, which I believe can be a competitive game because the Raiders will always they play up to competition sometimes, right? Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it's
Also, they
really-
play extremely down sometimes.
Yes,
too.
I know. I
They
understand.
are too inconsistent to make. I will be legitimately angry if they get in over the Chargers or Buffalo. The Raiders are going. There is no way after all the shit that's happened with the Raiders that they. I will be furious if the Raiders make the playoffs. There's no way.
They play
I
the
refuse.
Colts and then the Chargers. Listen,
No, they're not.
they're gonna beat. I think they're gonna lose to the Colts.
7-10, they lose
Okay.
out. 7-10,
gonna
they
lose
lose out.
I think they're gonna beat the Chargers. The
7-10,
Raiders
they
are gonna
lose
beat
out.
the Chargers. Okay, I think that the Chargers, after this loss, after beating themselves, are demoralized.
I disagree.
And that's a hot take, but I think that the Chargers are demoralized. Like I said, the Chargers are gonna be the Chargers no matter what.
I disagree with you, Conti.
And I
do.
think Miami's gonna make it too.
No,
Before
I
you
was about to
ask.
say Miami is up next, playoff or not.
Yeah.
No,
Miami's
no.
Miami's probably one of the hottest teams in the league right now.
That's the most useless 6-game win streak I've ever seen.
Hey, listen to me. Brian Flores is an amazing, amazing coach.
Brady, Dolphins playoff or not?
Not.
Not? Okay.
No.
So Conti has the AFC as obviously the division leaders right now, which I don't think are going to change.
I think that the
Is
Colts.
this
I
his
think that the
playoff
Colts are
picture?
gonna take
So
over.
you have Colts, Raiders, Chargers as your wild card teams.
Nick is spot on, Gino. You're a bold man.
That's
Listen,
what I'm saying.
whatever. Hey, listen, say whatever
is
the
this-
hell you want, man.
This is live with people.
Yes.
Yeah, we're on YouTube Live right now.
Oh no shit.
know.
Yeah.
No, I thought you guys were just gonna edit it and like post it.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah, yeah, we've
shit.
been live this whole time.
I'm
Dude,
no
look.
kidding.
Brady's like just realizing there's a chat.
Yeah, you're just realizing. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Hey guys.
Welcome, Brady. Okay,
This is
so
Brady Nicholson.
Yep.
He's the one who got the pick 6 against Lincoln Sudbury, the
That's right.
game-winning one in the playoffs. Okay.
But that's
how may we be so honored to be
How are
here
we so
today,
honored?
Brady?
all right. So Conti, that's your playoffs, so right? You have Colts, Raiders, Dolphins.
John
Colts were in the wild card. Yeah, John. I know John Quarterman is like a fake account made by one of my players who likes to harass us. Yeah.
Someone made
So-
a Conti and
Is he
Nick
from
fan.
Weymouth?
Yeah,
So he's
yes.
from Weymouth?
Yeah.
Don't,
What
So
grade
talk,
did you
talk
get?
your shit,
don't,
Brady. Talk
I
your
will.
Don't.
No, I'll do it.
Has he already graduated?
No,
What grade is he in?
he's like a freshman.
He's a freshman.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, buddy, if you play Marshfield in the next 4 years, I guarantee you it is going to be a long night every night or morning if you're on JV. I don't know. But
God.
Weymouth
You're so washed
is
up,
going
Brady.
down to the shitter right now.
Really?
Weymouth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you must not have met their freshman defensive
No,
coordinator.
but
you
I
asshole.
met their hockey team.
Well,
No,
yeah,
we're not
okay,
talking
no,
about
no,
that.
no,
We're not
no.
Did
talking
you just
about
see them
that.
today? Oh,
Yeah.
No, I heard
We're
about it.
we're not talking
Oh,
about
I
that.
heard about it. You
No,
heard
we're
about it?
no, we're not talking
We're not
about
talking
it.
about
All right,
it.
we're moving
That's
on. All
after the
right,
show.
so Gino has the Dolphins in. We have the Browns playoff or not. I know for you because the
No.
teams are already in. Okay, so you have the Browns not in because I already know the two teams you have in
yeah.
or
So
three teams.
So hold on. We'll make the kill say. Can I see, please?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. So I have the Chiefs, the Patriots, the Titans, just barely. Just
Okay.
barely. The Bengals, the Colts, no to the Chargers and Bills, no to the Ravens, yes to the Steelers, yes to the Raiders, and yes to the Dolphins.
Wait, so you put 4 more teams in there?
Did
Yeah.
did I put too many?
Yeah, so you have Chiefs, Patriots, Titans, Bengals.
Well, because it's
Or do-
7, right?
Yeah, and then you said Colts are in,
Yeah.
Chargers are out, Bills are out. So there's only 2 spots left. You say Steelers, Raiders, and Dolphins are in.
Oh, okay. So then
Okay.
eliminate the Raiders then.
Okay.
Eliminate the Raiders
Good,
then.
good.
Eliminate the Raiders.
Good.
Okay.
Okay. And then Browns out and Broncos out too.
Yes. Okay.
And then every other team's
I didn't
eliminated.
realize I put one.
No,
too
no,
high.
it's all good. It's confusing this year. It's,
Yeah, with the 7. Oh, Jesus Christ, I almost
Well,
fell.
you got-
Okay,
Alright.
so if I had to choose between the Raiders and the Dolphins, give me the Dolphins all day long.
Okay. That's fair.
Do we
I can
have
respect that.
do you have the Willie Nick picks of the week?
I do not have the Willie Nick picks of the week yet.
Son of a
We can do
bitch.
the NFC though.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's do the
Playoff or
NFC.
not NFC. So I think the division stays the same. You got Packers, Cowboys, Bucks, Cardinals. I don't think that changes. Then at 5 you have Rams.
My Super Bowl pick.
You have the Rams, 49ers, and the Vikings. So we'll start with there. Rams playoff or not?
Want to know something? I think the way it is right now is the way it's gonna stay.
Yeah.
Maybe
In the
1
NFC.
through 1 through 7 changes, like obviously the seedings.
Yeah.
But
But
I
you think
think-
all those teams? That's how I am in the AFC.
Yeah, I think the teams that are in now is how it's gonna stay.
Okay.
I really and truly. I mean, can I see the others?
Sure.
Eagles.
Okay. So
No, sorry. That's just like the.
Oh yeah,
in-
on
in
the bubble.
Yeah, Eagles, Saints, Washington, Falcon. Yeah, they're out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to hear something?
What's up?
I think they sneak in.
You think Philly does?
I think they sneak in over the Vikings.
Listen,
Because
only,
Zimmer needs to be fired.
here's the thing. Listen, only beating Washington by 10 when they had Garrett.
I think
Gilbert
they have a
at
chance to
quarterback.
sneak in too.
I wish I could agree with you.
Yeah.
I really wish I could. But again, only beating Washington with Garrett Gilbert at the quarterback position by 10
It's
points.
crazy how all these teams are still in it. By the
Yeah,
way.
it
Like,
is.
This is still a legitimate possibility. It's not
It's
going to
not gonna
happen,
happen,
but it's
yeah.
statistical.
It's
The
so
Seahawks
stupid.
still have a chance, which is insane.
It's stupid.
So this one's pretty easier. The AFC is more tight
Yeah.
for sure, but the NFC, you got So I agree with you. I think the Rams are a playoff team. I think the 49ers are a playoff team. I think the Vikings are out. I think they're going to get out. Well, I like their team. I don't think they're well coached, and I think they give up too many leads. And they play the Rams next week too.
And do you think Philly is gonna sneak into the 7th seed?
So here's what we're looking at right now. So the Eagles and the Vikings are tied right now, right? The Vikings play the Rams next week. I think they lose that one. They go to 7-8. And then we have the Eagles who play the Giants next week. I think they win that one. I think they jump in. The Saints play the Dolphins. I think they lose. Washington plays Cowboys. They're probably going to lose. The Falcons play the Lions. It's going to be a win, but I think the Falcons are too far. And I think the Eagles already beat the Falcons this year, right, in London. So tiebreaker, Eagles stay in there. Panthers, I don't think they have a shot. And they play the Bucks this week, so no. Seattle, it's too high of a hill, and they probably will end up losing to Chicago.
And somehow, someway, New York is still in there.
Yeah, and yeah, the Giants are in there. I think they lose to the Eagles. So I'm gonna go with the Eagles sneak in there over the Vikings. Shout out to my boy Jack Barkley because he's an Eagles fan.
Will, and let me ask you real quick about the Cowboys.
Yeah.
What do you think about this collapse that you were talking about earlier?
They
this year?
They get upset the first round. They're gonna get upset in the first round by like the 49ers because that's what it would be, right?
If the playoffs or the season ended today.
So the way that I see it, the Cowboys would play the 40. Yeah, they're gonna get upset for sure.
Listen, when the playoff seeding is there, we'll make a whole playoff episode or something.
I think the Cowboys, or sorry, not the Cowboys, the 49ers and the Colts will both end up upsetting someone in the playoffs.
Oh, I completely agree.
I think that the teams who had good success earlier on are not as good right now.
I agree about the Colts. We'll see about the 49ers.
That's true. I mean, if they can all stay healthy, I mean, hopefully. I think that does it for us pretty much, right?
I'm
It
pretty
was a fun little week review. Brady, thank you once again for coming on. We appreciate your presence here, as controversial as your as controversial as your takes.
And you know what? We were supposed to have Big Jake and Nick Patton here, and you know what? They both stood us up. But you know, if we had offered, someone who never would have stood us up,
John Bro. Peace, ladies and gentlemen.